When opportunity strikes, you go for it. I was gonna do a video, I'm actually doing a video on ski packs, something I'm going to take with me on my ski vacation here in a couple weeks. And then it snowed in Georgia, so we're out here today trying to determine which one of these packs is the best for the slopes. Let's get to it. So we're back inside, nice and warm, and I need a ski pack. Going skiing in February, I'm really excited for it, haven't been in a while, and I want a backpack to carry the extra things that I'm gonna want along the day. Now, I'm not a backcountry skier, I'm not gonna be needing sort of the avalanche protection devices, a shovel, and those kind of, sort of that level of stuff. But I am gonna have some other things, some additional layers, snacks, water, that kind of stuff that I'm gonna wanna bring with me, so backpack. And I know there's some purpose-built backpacks, some great ones out there, but for the carry person that might have a lot of these backpacks, or some, or considering them, or just, you know, wanna do it up in style and slopes, I figured let's look at what I have on hand in terms of what would satisfy a ski pack requirement. Now, I knew that some of the designs I have, I just didn't have the right material, and so I went out and acquired some because, you know, you just gotta look good doing it. And so this video has 10 examples. It's actually 7 designs. It's got a couple different color combos in there, of course, but 10 bags that could satisfy your ski ambitions. So we're gonna walk through it. There's just a lot of things. But before we get into the bags and designs, I wanted to just talk about what am I carrying, so we can use that in a framework of how much space do I really need. So let's get to that part. All right, stuff I'm bringing with me. Not a ton. However, you know, it kind of adds up. And I'm not saying this is my complete list of things I'm going to be putting in the backpack. In fact, if you have some additions, things that you know from your experience that I might want to have with me, leave me a comment down below. But first of all, hydration. Probably going to bring a bigger bottle if I can, but not really super worried about staying hydrated, although I probably should. At least one of these water bottles, so big or small. Cameras are important to me, so I'm going to be using the Ace Pro 2 to carry most, or to capture most of the footage. I'm going to be using this, which I highlighted in an earlier video, this little backpack attachment system to go on whatever straps I end up using. So more about that later. But anyway, I got a protective cage on it because I might wipe out, highly likely. So I got the cage on that sucker. And then I'm probably gonna whip out the X4, the Insta360 X4. So I have that ready to go. It'll probably live inside the back and then be able to get out quickly. Probably maybe when I'm on the lift, I'll get it out and do that kind of thing. So there's that. I'm gonna probably bring this, the GoPro Shorty. It's my kind of way that I love to just, you know, set this up somewhere, and I'll have that ability. And then you got to have power. So the Insta360 makes this really cool case, which has both batteries inside. So I've got an Ace Pro 2 battery, and it carries an X4 battery as well. So I'm recording, I have a backup capability, and then when I swap the batteries out, this case, which has 10,000 milliamp, is charging the other one. So that is going to be perfect. So that's hydration, cameras. Got this little kit. It's a Prometheus Design Works waterproof bag. This has got some anti-chafe and some foot care things I use for rucking. Because I'm using rental boots, I might need this throughout the day, so that's definitely going with me. Got a little protective case for the X4. I might, you know, when I stop, have some lunch, can take the helmet off, the goggles. So I have these Jolbo glacier glasses that I used for Mount Rainier, so I'll be taking those because those are awesome. And then a ball cap, not a ball cap, just a stocking cap. This one's from Huckberry, which is nice and comfy. Got some Triple Out Design gloves, which again, just take off the sweaty gloves, let them air out a little bit, but I might need another pair of gloves. So those are a nice backup slash sort of, you know, go around. I'm gonna bring this, this is a warm weather buff, and it is really, I've used this out riding the gravel bike, and this will be probably just if I need it kind of scenario, packed away inside the pack. Then I've got an additional, this is just a Patagonia layer, because I don't know, you know, hopefully I nail the layers when I leave the house, but if I need an additional layer, this is nice and easy packable, probably bottom of the pack. That'll go with me. Then these are just some additional, you know, options that I might carry some additional things. Snack packs, some bars, some gels, that kind of thing would probably live in there. In either the booster pod single or double, depending on how many snacks. So that's it. I don't think I'm bringing the Garage Built Gear thing or the GPP 1 or even the Cap. I don't think I'll need the Cap 1 either. But those are, you know, that's probably the list. But I could see myself growing into a couple other little things along the way. So that's kind of, you know, what we're considering is how much stuff. Now I know that I can get this into a 15-liter bag. That's the lowest of these examples that I have, and we'll probably start at the smaller end. So really these bigger bags, which go up to 26 liters, there's one 26 liters, the 21 to 22 liter size is the sweet spot. Considerations first, capacity. Another one is, you know, how easy is it to get on and off? All these are probably about the same. Hip belt, I don't think I'll need, but I'm gonna consider that when I look at these. Weatherproofness, if that's even a word, but how weatherproof the bag is. So AquaGuard zippers, different technical materials on the outside might be a standout feature that you would want. And there was something else. What is another feature? Let's see. External water bottles. Do I even want them? Just because I'm going to be flying down the slopes, hopefully not wiping out, but do I want one hanging on the outside that could just, you know, fly off? So that's where I'm probably going to go small, because it'll fit deep inside those water bottle holders. But the bottle's probably going to be on the inside, I'm guessing. Visibility. You know, some of these are white, but we also have yellow, Expedition Yellow from Evergoods. We have a bright RVX 25 Hyper Orange Unicorn that, you know, maybe you really want to be seen. Visibility, quick on off, and then weatherproof. So those are the considerations. I'll list them all right here. One final answer. It is, so let's look at the bags. Now, first off, this is a Mystery Ranch Carryology collaboration bag, and I had to reacquire these recently, but this one I got not too long ago, and then I got this one in Multicam Alpine most recently. So if you're gonna color coordinate with your stuff, what makes it sense? I mean, honestly, camo is always cool, but when you're on the slopes, you might want to go Multicam Alpine, and this one is pretty cool. You know, some videos along the way. You know, here's what they look like, both of them. You know, in my total ski outfit, I've got, you know, a navy bluish jacket and some tan pants. That stuff's from Stio. Links to the description for all this stuff, but no hip belt capability on these. We have a nice sternum strap, which is awesome. We have an X50. We have side water bottle holders, which I'll probably use for a camera, and that's about it. I'll probably stow the tail, although I could use that for the helmet on my way into the slopes, so that's a good little thing. Can expand this, keep my helmet attached to my backpack as I'm transiting from my residence to, not my residence, from where I'm staying to the slopes, so that's kind of a benefit. Might consider that. Nice, quick, and easy for snacks up top, nice capacity, and really not too big. So these are definitely strong contenders. Mostly because of the size. It's probably be perfect for everything you see right here. Gonna be packed, but not overpacked. But that's it. And a good place for the helmet. So, you know, that's a good combo. That's definitely something to consider. Next up in size, and these were really the ones that I first thought of because of their size capacity. Now this is the Triple Out Design Scout Special Edition. The most recently released editions are the 500D. These are X50. This Scout I've had forever, and it's my go-to like go rough and tumble action pack because of this X50. I love the harness, it's just comfortable. I love the layout on this one because we've got one big area on the front. We do have another big area, you know, main area. And then what's really cool is this little hidden pocket, because you can put stuff in here, and there's a really strong Velcro, and it doesn't go anywhere, it's just here. So this is great for the gloves, and whatever as it warms up throughout the day, things are just gonna, you know, drain out of there. So that's pretty cool. Nice capacity. We have compression that can be removed, because I don't know, I think I'll just go totally slick on this one and remove these compression straps. Multicam black goes with everything, super awesome. I acquired this one in the Multicam Alpine, which is probably what's going to go with me, more than likely. Again, X50, and then we have a very awesome Multicam Alpine and AquaGuard zippers. Just a great combo. I actually have the tail for this as well, but I don't think I'm going to go with the tail on this one, just because I'm going to keep it relatively simple. But again, super strong, nice harness. Again, probably the right capacity for all this. You know, water bottles, definitely going to go the small one, but super cool. So that's another great small bag consideration. Next, let's talk about a stock option from Mystery Ranch. This one, you know, and I don't have any videos of this one because, or I didn't have this in the snow. It just didn't occur to me at the time. But this is the Scree 22. Now the 22 and 33 are both nice, little different features. Did a video on that one, so link in the description over there. This one's got some nice attachment points. Of course, you're not going to be putting trekking poles or ice axes on the outside. That's what this one's designed for. It's an alpine pack, but it would be very nice for hitting the slopes. Top pocket, and it's got the inside this tri-zip. We have another layer of protection. We've got a drawstring enclosure, so whatever you put in there is going to stay dry. The materials are going to work for you. Tri-zips are always awesome. No external water bottles. Compression to keep everything tight. Now this one does not have a Futura harness, which I didn't mention, but the Cerberus, the Spartology, the first collaboration bag between Mystery Ranch and I did, that one has a nice Futura harness. This one's just a simple, but with load lifters, so you're going to be able to dial this sucker in, and it's got a hip belt on there, so you can kind of do whatever you want. 22 liters, on the bigger end of the spectrum, but very waterproof and very nice. And I think, you know, this is a nice, and if some of these bags are just not available, this one is Scree 22. Cool option. All right. Moving on, let's go to Evergoods. And I brought two in here. This one is the Echo Pack version, MPL22. Got some Echo Pack stuff still available. And this is the Expedition Yellow. Now, first of all, high visibility, side bottle pockets, super nice. Big front area with drain holes, so you can put stuff in there. Your wet items from the slopes are going to drain out. Nice, bigger pocket for some bigger items, and then a big compartment, right? Nice handle. You can run a hydration bladder if you wanted. I wouldn't recommend it for skiing personally. And then there's a waist belt option, which it comes with. Super comfortable harness system, no load lifters, not a big deal, but super cool. Now the only concern I would have for this is really just the waterproofness. Now it is coated, and it should repel water. There's no AquaGuard zippers on that, so that's kind of the concern that I have for like all day out in the snow version. But so that's where I would go. Also kind of matches the whole attire. Probably the MPL22 AquaGuard zippers, Echo Pack, side water bottles, same pocketing system and harness. So it's identical, right? But it's just got a better, more weather resistant build for materials and zippers. So I would lean towards this version personally if you're going to hit the slopes. but this is no slouch, and it's going to be fine. And really, do I have anything that really can't get wet or put in a dry sack on the inside? No. So this one would work if the color and that's your style. So anyway, MPL22 from Evergood, super awesome. Back to triple out design. I added this Litespeed just because I thought about the helmet situation as I go to the slopes. I can put my helmet in here. I can attach other snack pockets or things on this one. This is the version 2. They just released the 500D or 1000D. Anyway, they realized they just released the standard edition in black, so you can pick this up, not like this, but the latest edition of the Litespeed from Triple Out Design right now. And you can get the tail, so put your helmet on there. Totally deck it out. Probably overkill for my needs, but you know, just love the color. Just want to bring it out, and so that's definitely a consideration. Mystery Ranch collaboration bags. Now we have 2. One is going to quickly be eliminated from this consideration, but it just might be my transit bag that I take with me there in my everyday carry around town bag. So in the airport, and then I'll probably pack my airport bag or my slope bag and my stuff. But this is, of course, we've got the Dragon, which is, again, the reason I'm eliminating it is just its size. It's super big. Both of these bags, well, the other thing is and it's actually good, it sits high on your back. So it's away from the snow, sits high on your back, just a little too big for hitting the slopes all day. But if you had it and you wanted to do it, it would be a good option. Of course, you could remove the tail or leave it attached and carry your helmet. The Unicorn 2.0, a little bit smaller, and has some cool features. Of course, I'm going to definitely take some of this stuff off, carry the helmet on the way in, and then stow this if you wanted. Top pocket, high visibility, waterproofness, good materials, nice enclosed place for your water bottle. This one's a little too tall. Oh no, it fits. So that one fits. I can keep my water bottle totally enclosed while I'm hitting the slope, so I'm not worried about this thing flying out, flying around, and moving. So anyway, that is a reason that this is a standout, not just its awesome color. Futura harness, attachment points, everything's fantastic. I got these thermal lift workshop attachment points, so around town I can just stow this thing. It's going to be a total winner for hitting the slopes. So that is sort of the backpack I would consider. Some other little things. The MHP Mountain Hip Pack from Evergood's Echo Pack might be something I would just sling around me if I wanted to just go out for the day, carry some bigger stuff, carry that extra layers without all the camera equipment. So the MHP would be a good consideration. And then one last thing, I did a video on the Mission Wheelie 110 liter. Now, whole family going skiing, you can definitely chunk all of your helmets, big bulky ski attire, all in that Mission Wheelie 110 liter, and then pack it, put it in the airplane and go, and then just have a backpack in the airplane. So there we go. So top considerations, ones that I'm really considering strongly: the Unicorn, its color and its capabilities, pockets, etc. The Scout from Triple Out Design, because it's just sleek design for sure. And the Cerberus, because of this great X50 material. Of course, it's alpine focused, has a great harness, Futura. It's just got a lot of standouts. So those are just some things I'm considering. Haven't decided. I got a couple weeks. I'm sure I'll waffle 5 or 6 times between all these great packs. What do you think? What would you carry? I want to know. Leave me a comment down below and tell me which one you think I should carry to the slopes, which one you would carry if you had your choices of all these great backpacks. Some not available immediately from the manufacturers, so you could get them on the secondary market if you fell in love with one of these great ski packs. What am I missing? Do you have a different version that you're taking? Is it a Burton bag? There's just all sorts of designs out there. So anyway, there you go. A bunch of great packs you could use for the slopes. I don't know which one I'm going to pick, but these are all fantastic options. You know, high visibility orange and RVX25, or some of the other great expedition yellows, blacks, camos, that kind of thing. You pick, you tell me what you think in the comments. See you in the next video. It probably won't be this snowy in the next one. See ya.